Welcome to Vegas Live with Nina, and I'm Nina, and your host. And as you can see, we're actually on the red couch, which is my favorite, and I absolutely love it. And of course, we're at the Pepper Mill. You know, the Pepper Mill is very, very famous. And I was just talking to the manager about different things that we want to kind of start bringing in an audience and doing all crazy things, and you know, making it a little bit more of a talk show and more of what's going on in Vegas. And of course, everything goes down on the Pepper Mill because it's been here since 1972. Isn't that amazing? Now, as you can tell, I have Foxy here, and I have Sweetie Pie. I'm going to call her Sweetie Pie, but her name is really Sweetie. And then I have Cory. How are you?
How are you? Thanks for having us.
I'm doing very, very well. I was teasing Cory about his mustache, and I thought it was fake. And then they said, well, Nina, touch it. And I said, hang on a second. I don't want a lawsuit.
Consent. I gave you consent.
Yeah, but you gave me consent that I could touch it. Then I said no. Now, what I want to do, ask you about this strange thing here, is and women, you know, Sweetie and Foxy. How do you like men with these beards and these little funny things? And I mean, it irritates the skin. My dad had a moustache for years. I mean, that's how all I knew him. And I've never asked my mother that question, so probably I shouldn't, but I didn't.
It makes me think of my dad, so for me it's like, nope.
Oh, so you have the same thing
Yes.
then? So you have your dad had one as well,
Yes.
Foxy.
I like people that are willing to show their character.
So you like them doing that? Well, what about kissing?
Depends on the style. Yeah.
So, hey, let's find out. How's his style going down? Is it going down well? Well, they don't sound too enthusiastic, do they?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it happens to look great.
Thank
And you look a little bit. What was it? There's a lot of English people. You know, they love these things and they twirl them round. And are you going to let it do that?
Well, yeah, let's get it a little longer. We'll put a little more,
A little bit more pizzazz,
a little more
to
wax
it.
into it. We can get it to
you
curl.
do wax.
Yeah, you
I
got
just
it.
wondered how that worked. That's by wax.
But just like you know, you got to put a little product in your hair to get it to do its
Well, no, I
thing.
don't put
Right?
a little product. I put a whole lot of product.
That's the same thing. I got the same thing.
Same thing. So yeah, kind of. I don't think us women realise that men kind of go through the same thing as we kind of go through, don't they?
Yeah.
They have their same.
They have less options. We've got more options to play
I know,
with.
aren't we lucky?
We have more options.
Well, it depends on what type of man it is. I mean, the man can put makeup on if he wants.
Yeah. I mean,
If you want.
I guess the facial hair is kind of like makeup for men. It does help frame
it's a
the
masculine
face.
thing, isn't it? It's that lovely, incredible masculine, thing that they have to, provide for the women. Do they? I'm getting myself into a whole mess here. Anyway,
Mustaches.
You are a producer.
Yes, a local producer here in Las Vegas.
Okay.
Yep.
And how long have you been producing in Las Vegas?
In Las Vegas since about 2007, I think.
So
about
you're quite
2008.
recent. You're sort of like, well, no, you're 11 years old. So
About that, yeah.
Looks good for 11, doesn't it? How's it going? Is it going good?
Vegas is a very difficult town to produce in.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Newsflash. Well, there's so much competition.
Yeah, absolutely. I like to say, so I also do another very large event in Vermont, and it's a much easier event to do. It's a lot bigger.
Well, that's because you've got less competition there. And then you've got a lot of probably actors and people that really want to show their talents.
Yeah.
And you're one of the only people there probably giving them that opportunity.
I like to use a Vegas term, the buffet. The entertainment buffet here in Las Vegas is vast with hundreds and hundreds of options on it.
Isn't that great, huh?
Whereas the entertainment buffet in other
It's
places...
competition. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody wants competition, right, sweetie?
Yes.
What about you, Fox? Fox is the serious one. Okay, now, you are producing... You are.
Festival.
Yeah, a little event, brand new event that we're bringing down into the Las Vegas Arts District. We're calling it Exposure Vegas.
Exposure Vegas.
Yeah.
Well, Vegas has been exposed for many, many years
Well,
now.
the concept
in different degrees.
That's true. The concept of this is to give a platform for all artists, performing artists of all practices and skill levels, a
Really?
place to perform and to be seen.
So you're actually doing what I do on stage.
Yeah, that's
Because
right.
this is what I do. And if none of you know what I do, I actually, I don't know any of these people. I never know anybody that comes on my set. But they all are in the entertainment business. Well, most of them are. I even have other people on. So it's kind of the same sort of thing.
Right, and it's in multiple venues. It's in 7 venues down in the Arts District. So
Okay.
it starts at like 3 in the afternoon.
Oh, wow.
And from 3 to midnight, you wander around from venue to venue to venue, and you can catch burlesque shows, you can live musicians. There's a comedy and dinner show.
So do they have stands and stages, or do they put their own stuff together? How does that work?
So there's a stage at every venue, and
One stage.
with one stage at each venue. Yeah, and then every performer gets somewhere between 5 minutes and 20 minutes, depending on what their act is, what their practice
Do
is.
you actually choose any of them, or do you allow anybody, even if they're really, really bad, and even if they're really, really good?
So that's a good question. The idea is to accept everybody, and as long as we have the performance space available, yes, we're going to try to give you a stage, and we're going to try to give. The festival also tries to give professional headshots to those performers, and professional recordings of their acts, the tools they need to move on.
So you two, do you perform together?
We've performed in several shows together. We don't have an act together.
You don't have an act together, but you perform. And what do you do?
We both do burlesque.
You do burlesque?
Yes.
Okay. Are you her talker?
No, please talk.
I love it, because she has said very little. So you do burlesque as well?
Yes, I do.
And what sort of burlesque do you do? How far do you go? Am I right in asking that
That's
question?
fair question.
I like to take newer elements and juxtapose them with classic ones to make fun of it.
To make fun of it?
Yeah,
So
like-
in which way are you portraying the woman? In a sexual way?
Often, yes, but I also like to deconstruct.
Deconstruct a woman. I've
Yeah.
never heard that terminology before,
Yeah.
but I think that's a terminology for a man, because a man loves to deconstruct a woman. Am I going in the right place?
She's very sexy on stage. I've seen her perform.
Yeah. So you're very sexy. You really go to the last mile. You really get it out there. You really get it on.
Yeah, I try.
Do you take all your clothes off, or just
And
part of them?
sometimes my hair. Yeah.
The terminology for that is a wig. Because I can just see her on stage, and she's like shaving her head, and she's like getting rid of all her hair.
I've actually done that on stage.
Oh no, this is really cool actually. She's actually shaving. All right, sweetie pie.
It was a Britney Spears
Sweetie pie.
2007 act.
Yeah, remember when she did that?
I know, it was so cool.
But did she do it on stage?
No.
No, I was gonna say she didn't do it on stage, but she did do it.
Yes.
And what did she do it for, and what do you do it for?
Well, she had a meltdown.
Okay, how do you know?
Well, that's what everyone said.
Well, that didn't.
That's what it looked like.
No, I think she just did it for publicity. And
It
she
feels
did it.
so good.
I was going to say she just did it because
feel
she's that.
really good.
She reached out there. I
so
would
good
not
to
like
shave
to
your
say
head.
she had a melt myself. I think she just did it because it was something to do, and
I
she
agree.
was out there to do it. She
I
wanted to
agree.
do something.
Yes.
Would you do that?
I have thought about it quite a bit.
Think about it more, because you got crazy
The
hair.
mustache is going to get shaved.
You
one day.
got crazy hair, and I like to see him without hair.
Yeah, it's just a big round head. That's round.
That's all we have. That's all everybody has.
Well, some people
It's
got
just
oval
sometimes-
heads.
Well, thank goodness we're different.
Right? The
There's
variety.
a bunch of him running around.
Variety.
A bunch of me running around.
Ah, we need a variety. We need
Yeah, we
variety.
need variety. That's a variety show.
need variety.
So, are you two going to be performing? Are you going to be performing? Yeah, we've got to show this. Come on, we're gonna have it on-
okay, the whole
can't have it
time?
on the floor.
Sorry about
no,
that.
not the whole time.
Oh.
We'll put it there. There we are. We'll make it there. So you're going to be performing together or separately, or how are you going to do this?
Separately.
Separately.
Yes.
Do you like performing with other girls, or you like to just do your own strip?
I've never really done it before. I'm open to it.
I mean, doing it with another girl.
Yeah.
Okay. You have
any performer really, but I usually perform by myself.
you?
I've done group acts and I've done duets, but
Okay.
they require a lot of coordination for rehearsal. So
Okay.
it's just a lot easier to do solo
So
acts.
what made you two get into this business? To do something that's old, not young.
Well, I can't sing, and I love old musicals, so I figured burlesque is the next best thing.
So you should, you know, if you can talk, you can sing. Jack LaRue, who was a very good friend of mine, told me that. He said, if you can talk, you can sing. Isn't that amazing? And you know who Jack LaRue was. Well, maybe none of you do. Well, unfortunately, I do. But he was a good friend of mine. And he said, if you can talk, you can sing. And anybody, because if you look, a lot of the singers, sometimes singers, you know, when you do rapping, they're kind of singing, but they're rapping. You know, you
I can't
just sing for the thing, you know. So anyway, how can they reach you, and how can they get to your show?
Absolutely. So there's a website, and it's very easy. It's exposure.vegas.
Exposure.Vegas. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
And for the sub-event within Exposure Las Vegas, there is the Las Vegas Burlesque Festival, where you'll see these two lovelies
These lovely
perform.
ladies. Amazing.
And that's really easy as well. It's lvburlesquefest.com.
That's amazing. Are you doing anything anywhere else, either one of you? Doing your act? Any other places?
Oh yes, we perform in other different independent burlesque shows in town.
Okay.
There's actually a Facebook page. I think it's called Las Vegas Burlesque, and there's a calendar of all the burlesque shows in town. And if you go to the Burlesque Hall of Fame.com under events, there's also that calendar of all the local burlesque events.
What goes? One more question. I gotta go because I'm trying to keep these interviews down under 10 minutes. Never works. It just doesn't work with this voice. What gives with these earrings? Nose rings, I guess you call.
Septum.
What's that?
It's a septum piercing.
Septum piercing.
Yeah, they're-
Okay. You and I looking at each other like, what is it? And they repeated the word septum. What does septum mean in as of this category?
This is the septum.
Okay, so it's a septum piercing and
Why?
yeah.
Because
Form of
Because
adornment.
it was
Yeah,
easier
yeah.
to flip up and tied than
Okay.
any other piercing. So
The other piercings, you can take those out and unclip them and put another one in there.
yeah.
So you can buy lots of them.
yes, well, to quote Marilyn Monroe, I just love finding new places to wear diamonds.
Are they all real?
I love rhinestones. I'm a burlesque performer. We don't make that kind of money.
You gotta have real. You have to have real diamonds, otherwise do not wear a diamond. Girls out there, do not wear a diamond unless it's real. On that, you've been fabulous, all of you. You are just amazing. I love what you do. I'd like you to smile a little bit more. She doesn't like smiling too much.
Time to smile.
Well, he smiles all the time. He's like, you know,
mustache is
he should be
smiling.
on stage. I mean, you know, hello. Anyway, we'll be right back. Vegas Live with Nina.